It is my great honor to welcome Aliza Wine to the Bima as she shares with us about Adi Negev.
All of you who are virtual, I have a visual, okay? And the rest of you, I'm going to put it right here. Shana Tova. I am Aliza Wine, a member of our Israel Action and Education Committee at Adat Shalom. I experienced a miracle this week. I think we all did. The axis of evil, Iran, sent close to 200 missiles to Israel, attempting to hit all parts of the country. Thankfully, there was only one human casualty. When this happened, Jonathan and I were shaken and texted all of our family. I only found out later that our son Ezra had left his phone outside the safe room in the home of relatives near Jerusalem. He was inside the reinforced safe room with his wife, the cousins, and of course our two adorable granddaughters, aged 4 and 2 years old. I was grateful that they were there because his rented home in a community in the Western Galilee does not have a safe room. Tuesday was a miracle for the people of Israel, one of many. October 7th was for many of us the traumatic shock of our Jewish lives. The Israel Education and Action Committee here at Adat Shalom, active in many ways this year, had long been looking for an additional tzedakah partnership relationship with a worthy institution in Israel, aside from our ongoing connection with Leket, the Israel National Food Bank. Our criteria were that it serves all Israelis, whatever ethnic group or religion, that it be in the periphery of the country, which can be underserved, that it align with our values, that it is financially trackable, and lastly, that we as a community could volunteer there on a future Adat Shalom community trip, as many of our congregants have done with Leket. On my visit to Israel in December 2023, I took the opportunity suggested to me by Sandra Cass to visit the campus of the Adi Negev Nachalat Iran Rehabilitation Village in the Gaza envelope. I saw for myself that Adi Negev met all of our criteria for a partnership. Last month, the board approved our Adat Shalom involvement with this worthy organization, and I want to tell you all about my visit and how we can support the Adi Negev Nachalat Iran Rehabilitation Village. My guide was Eli Klein, the North American Director of Outreach. Adi Negev is right inside the Gaza envelope, close to Sderot, for a reason. It serves the communities of the South. Eli showed me the miracle that on October 7th, when the terrorists broke through the border fence, barreling towards the kibbutzim, moshavim, and towns in the Otef, the Gaza envelope, they drove right by Adi HaNegev, but did not turn into the campus. Literally, the highway is the entrance. Had they turned right, they would have had the capability to enter the village, the hospital, the school, the entire compound, and enact an additional massacre. Tragically, a nurse who had just ended her shift was on her way back to her home in her car on that Simchat Torah morning, and she was shot and killed in cold blood. Adi Negev was spared. The 40-acre Adi Negev Nachalat Iran Rehabilitation Village, founded in 2005, was named to honor the memory of Eran Elmog, who was born with severe autism and cognitive disabilities by founders Didi and Major General Doron Elmog. It provides its residents, children, adolescents, and adults who have severe disabilities with cutting-edge therapeutic and recovery services that they need. Inpatient and outpatient therapies are provided, as well as outreach to the community at large, with tangible opportunities for encountering disability, raising awareness, and promoting acceptance. This can look like an inclusive kindergarten, where kids from outside and kids from outside the community who don't have disabilities are also learning with children from inside Adi Negev who have disabilities. And when I was there, I saw a field trip of children from Sderot coming in to look at the beautiful children's zoo. Of course, as a special education teacher, I was very interested in the students with disabilities and their learning spaces. I saw innovative and conventional therapies such as equine, hydro, music, healing gardens, and physical and occupational therapies. I was impressed too with the diverse professional staff and volunteer corps. Jews, Christian, Arabs, Bedouin, and Druze from across Israel who work together to help the residents and special education students with severe disabilities from similarly diverse backgrounds reach their fullest potential. And they need us, yes they do, because since October 7th, war-wounded soldiers and civilians have been treated at the Kaylee Rehabilitation Center at Adi Negev, the first and only rehabilitation hospital in Israel's south, by providing the highest medical, rehabilitative, and emotional care for dozens of war-wounded IDF soldiers and civilians. They find one another in group sessions committed to healing. They are supported with comfort and understanding. And because Adi is in the south, it is close to their homes and their loved ones. I personally saw people with their families sitting around outside talking of all different walks of life in 3 different languages. Additionally, as I learned on my visit, each and every room of the hospital ward is reinforced to withstand an attack because there may be seconds from the beginning of a red alert to the impact of a rocket or projectile, and disabled and wounded patients cannot be moved in that amount of time. To this end, another 36-bed ward will open at the medical center in 2025, bringing the hospital's capability to 108 beds. In reinforced safe rooms, enhancing care for the hardest hit communities in southern Israel, and helping ease Israel's national rehabilitative crisis. I can't tell you everything about Adi Negev. If you want to know more, you can ask my son-in-law, who's sitting back there. He's visited it. There he is. And there isn't time for me to tell you everything about it. I can tell you that we have a group goal this year at Adat Shalom to raise $10,000 to be earmarked for a project. You may have seen the flyers, large posters, and books outside of the sanctuary, and also now in the sanctuary. Please take the informational flyer back on the table right there and in the hall in the foyer. Peruse it and call the office for my contact information if you need clarification. A link to the organization will be posted right on our Adat Shalom page, where other opportunities for giving are listed. This campaign is not a one-off appeal for the holidays. We hope to be supporting Adi Negev Nachalat Iran for a long time. May we all have a Shnat Briut V'Shikum, a year of health and rehabilitation, and most importantly, Shalom. Shana Tova, Am Yisrael Chai.